Just want to know as the Zoom session's going. All right, Zoom's going and we're recording live on the Zoom cloud. So for the record, this is the special meeting for the Region 9 Board of Education. And we have 7 of 8 members present, it looks like. So I'll go ahead and call to order at 8:03 a.m. And our first order of business is public comment. And we do have one member of the public attending the meeting. So Ms. Williams, would you like to comment? If so, I'll ask you to unmute if you'd like to make public comment. Sorry, we can't hear you yet. Hold on. You're muted. If you would like to comment, you need to unmute. There you go. All right, if you don't, would you like, you the only member of public on, so if you'd like to comment, if not, we'll pass, but.
Did she hear you?
I think she heard me.
I think she froze. Wait.
Nope.
Hi there. Can you hear me okay, or am I coming in poorly?
Yeah, it's kind of breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, my apologies. Can I try dialing back in?
Sure.
You can try shutting off the video too. Sometimes. Yeah,
also the video. Yeah, Mike makes a good point. If you turn off the video, sometimes that helps with audio.
Okay, let me try that.
It's
so there's a button down on the bottom bar there on Zoom. There you go. All right.
Yeah, let's try that. Maybe that'll.
Okay, that's better. So if you don't mind, can you just state your name and address for the record, and then you can go ahead and comment. We try to limit comments to about 2 minutes, so we'll go ahead and turn it over to you.
No problem. Thank you very much. I'll try to be quick. Sherry Williams, 26 Riley Road in Easton. I had shared a letter with the Board of Ed yesterday, so anyone who had an opportunity to read that, thank you very much. I did have a great conversation with Todd yesterday, so thanks again for your time. I really just wanted, for the record, to kind of share my concerns with the letter that came out from Mr. Harrison on Friday. Truthfully, I'd like to share my disappointment that Barlow won't be part of the full opening on October 5th. It came as a surprise because despite the numbers warranting a full opening, it seems to be quite a logistics issue. And so my concern is that that seems to be an issue that we should have been addressing all along. And so if these are issues that are just coming up now, why is it that parents are just learning about them, now, quite frankly? And so what is the plan to get our kids at Barlow to full opening? And so as a parent of students who do need to be in the classroom, and I think that there are several of us in this position, I think we need to be better informed of what's happening to get that to actually occur. And so, we understand that logistics, are an issue, but I also feel like there isn't enough conversation happening. I don't feel like there's, really any kind of information happening our way. And so, I'm not sure how to get information. And so I'm passing on my disappointment, my frustration, and the fact that there has been an absolute lack of communication. And so the fact that, right now the numbers are in our favor, I did just a little bit of research, and I just want to share this because I think these are important numbers. Easton infection rate is 0.57 as of yesterday. Reading's is 0.91. The Connecticut's is 0.98. So we're under Connecticut's. The national average is 4.8. And so really all across the nation, schools larger than Barlow are finding ways to open. And so logistics is not an issue unique to Barlow. And so we've had 6 months of closure where we've had opportunity to address issues like logistics. And so I don't think that at this stage, logistics should be an issue continuing to keep us closed at this point when the numbers warrant a full opening. I think everyone really understands the importance of having our kids in school. There are kids there, whether it's kids who have learning issues, kids who are in 504 plans. I think everyone understands the importance of having students in school, actually in classrooms. So I don't want to debate that issue. I'm just now looking for answers, and I'm not really sure how to best go about getting those. And I'm looking for your assistance to try to solve this problem. How is it we can go about getting our kids in school in November rather than waiting to December and prolonging this? How do we develop a timeline? How do we develop a budget if that's necessary? But the fact of the matter is we've had time. The numbers are on our side. And so how do we in fact develop a task force, a game plan, a timeline? What is it that we need to do to physically get our kids in the classroom now that the numbers warrant it? And so I'll leave it at that, but I'm reaching out. There is a, I don't know if we're a silent majority, but there is definitely a silent many of us that very much need our kids in the classroom. So anyway, thanks for your attention, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time and your comments. And I'm sure there'll be more to come on the continuing opening and operational models at Barlow as well as the other schools. So thank you for your comments. All right, for the next item on the agenda, we've got board member comments. So any members of the board like to comment?
Todd, I'd just like to make a comment.
Sure.
I would thank you, Sherry, for your feedback. And I noticed that although it's not appropriate for the board to opine as a board on Facebook, I did notice your and many other folks' comments on social media. And I think I will share just my individual views as a board member. There seems to be, and I totally respect your point of view, there seems to be just in general a differing opinions across both communities. And I will say that there has been primarily school-based task forces and efforts to look at it, including getting feedback from the teachers, board members, community constituents. And ultimately it is the authority of the superintendent with support of the boards to actually make the ultimate decision. But we do respect your views as well as all others. And I think that the difficulty here is just the unpredictability of COVID. And it seems as if there's just a daily constant change that we have to evaluate as two communities. So really do respect their views, look forward to continuing communication, dialogue about it, and getting input from the public and adjusting the decisions accordingly.
Okay, great. Any other board member comment? All right, and we'll move on to item 4, discussion and possible action, the JBA Memorandum of Agreement. So just briefly again, the Region 9 Board Ed Negotiating Committee met with the Joe Barlow Education Association representatives and worked through a memo of agreement to outline additional terms and conditions above the contract that's in place, the collective bargaining agreement, primarily related to COVID for the MOA and just kind of operational procedures and those kinds of things. That's what's in the MOA. It was agreed by the association in their last meeting earlier in the month. The board at a previous meeting has agreed to it. So at this point, there haven't been any other changes since those earlier meetings, and we'll be looking for any other comments from the board on it or a motion for allowing the board chair to sign the MOA with the president of the JBA to get the MOA into place. And so let's open that for any discussions. And Mike, I saw you had your hand up, so go ahead.
And so first, I just wanted to note that Juliet is not here. So I guess as the chair, you're designated to keep the minutes.
I have been, yes. Thank you. I'm on it.
Just verifying.
I got it. And it's recorded as well.
and just to move this along and begin a discussion, I make a motion, move that the Region 9 Board of Education approve the memorandum of agreement as presented and reviewed by council and authorize the board chair to sign on behalf of the board.
Second.
All right, so we have a motion on the floor, so it's open for discussion. Any discussion, comments from other board members?
I'd just like to thank Mr. Johnston for his leadership on this. He was our focal point, our lead person on this negotiations, and I think that it was done in a very thoughtful way and very collaborative way with the association. And so I thank him for his efforts.
Thank you. And I'll thank as well the committee of Mike, Cheryl, and Maureen for attending all the additional meetings and working through the agreement with the JBA. I think, as Mike was saying, it was a good meeting, very cooperative, and I think we reached a good agreement with the association. And thank the association for their participation as well. We don't have any on the call, but in case they watch the video later, we do appreciate all their efforts and their time and working with us to come to an agreement. All right, any further discussion? Then we'll go ahead and vote on the motion to approve the MOA and authorize the chair to sign. All in favor, say aye. Raise your hand. All right, it looks like 7-0, so it passes unanimously. So I will, I'll reach out. So the motion passes for the record, 7-0, and I'll reach out to the president, the JBA, and we'll work out. They're signing. You know, we do have a meeting this evening for their contract negotiations. Maybe we can get it signed then, but I'll work and get it signed.
No, we
and get a
don't.
copy posted.
No, we don't.
Oh, they're not tonight?
We'll work out a time to sign it.
Yes. We'll make sure it gets signed and posted between the two, the chair and the vice president.
Yes.
Okay, and that concludes item 4. So then item 5 is adjournment. So I will look for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Karen,
Second, Cheryl.
second Cheryl. All right, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, 7-0. So we are passes unanimously 7-0, and we are adjourning at 8:15 a.m. All right. Oh, thank you, everyone. That was a wave
Thank
goodbye. All right, thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Have a great
Okay.
day. Thank you.
too.
Thank you.